ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Outlook Money's session on insurance in association with HDFC Ergo General Insurance. We are here today to witness an initiative that promises to reshape the future of the insurance industry. HDFC Ergo, a pioneer in the insurance sector, has taken a bold step by launching a Techpreneur competition. This competition is more than just a platform for showcasing innovative ideas. It's a testament to HDFC Ergo's commitment to innovation and its vision for a technologically advanced future. I am Meghna Maiti, will be guiding you through a series of questions to uncover the inspiration behind this competition and the specific focus areas that HDFC Ergo has chosen. Let's welcome Parthanil Ghosh, Director and Chief Business Officer, HDFC Ergo General Insurance. He will share his insights and let's set the stage for this exciting event. Over to you, Mr. Ghosh. What inspired HDFC Ergo to launch this Techpreneur competition and how does it align with your broader innovation goals?
Thank you, Meghna, and welcome to all the viewers on this particular webinar. Meghna, India is a very, very exciting country when it comes to general insurance, the non-life insurance, apart from so many other areas wherever the progress is happening. By 2032, India is slated to become the sixth largest insurance market in the world.
Right.
And what we believe that InsurTechs, who mixes between the technology and insurance, they will play a very, very big role into this transformation. Along with it, when we look at the Gen Zs and the millennials, the way they are going to buy insurance, they will consume insurance or lodge a claim, that will be something different than what it used to be now or even 10 years back. So these technology companies, these InsurTechs, are going to redefine the space on the customer centricity, with the goal that the customer is in the center. They are going to redefine it. So that was the first objective that we kept in our mind. HDFC Ergo, in that sense, has been walking this path for a long time, not for 2 to 3 years. Even from 2016-17, we started working on various initiatives to give power in the hand of customer while buying a policy or lodging a claim, and also to provide this technologies, various kinds of technologies at that point of time, AI or an ML technologies, so that the customer journeys become smooth. So last year, we launched a particular initiative called Here.app, which is the first insurer-led ecosystem in India. What it did is to bring all those non-insurance buyers on a platform and to give them the insights by which they can take a decision while they buy insurance. And thereby, we wanted to give a platform to this InsurTechs, to these technology platforms, where they come and solve customer problems, and how to marry those with our insurance offerings so that the customer's decision-making while buying an insurance, or who have bought an insurance, when they come to lodge a claim or do a renewal, how their life becomes simpler. So that was the overall objective. And as I said, that HDFC Ergo has always been a pioneer, being a large insurer, but to do a tech play. So to establish our leadership position and to go ahead, that was the idea for us to go ahead with this.
Right. Can you tell us more about the specific focus areas of the competition, such as Gen AI, fraud detection, and MarTech? And how do you how do these align with HDFC Ergo's future strategy?
Okay, so I will first start with what is our strategy, HDFC Ergo's, and this has been a continuing strategy. Strategy for HDFC Ergo has always been to align ourselves towards customer centricity, customer expectation, and how to provide superior customer experience while they buy, or whenever in an unfortunate incident, they have to lodge a claim. We have been always working on that, and thereby there is no shift in strategy. What we try to shift here is to provide or to use the latest technologies that are available, how to give it in the hand of the customer so that the customer feels empowered customer makes a very knowledgeable choice and an educated choice while buying an insurance. Coming to this specific Techpreneur Day that we launched a couple of weeks back, so we actually selected 6 areas where we invited the technology companies to come and showcase their offerings. As you rightly said, generative AI, this is something which people have been talking about for the last couple of years. And there are a number of good customer centric solutions that are available, which are definitely going to benefit the customer needs. Of course, motor and health claims processing, because claims is the reality of insurance, right? In insurance, the only thing that we sell is claims, because at the time of the need, whether a vehicle is has got damaged, or when we or our family members get hospitalized, so that time how fast we can give the claims. So that is the reality. So that is the second area where we looked at. Then we looked at the marketing technology, the martech solutions, that so that we can give the right offerings to the right people and not to broad brush everyone with the same kind of offerings. The customer experience management, when they come to buy a policy, what kind of experience they are getting, whether we can have various kinds of integration so the customer can have their personalized offerings, their details are being filled up. Of course, underwriting, how we can make underwriting automated, underwriting faster so that the customers get the decisions absolutely fast. And then at the end of it, we also added one area which is fraud detection. Fraud in insurance is a very big cost, and this cost that the insurance companies have to bear, this actually finally goes back to the genuine customers. So genuine customers actually pay for the fraudsters that they commit this fraud in the insurance industry. So we wanted to open up this competition for the technology companies to tell us all these 5 areas plus fraud, to tell us that where are the frauds, how well and how efficiently we can detect the fraud, thereby the burden on the genuine customers come down.
So, what is the role of BCG, Google, and IIT Bombay in this initiative? And how do their contributions elevate the competition?
So HDFC Ergo, of course, we are a brand of repute. We stand for the customers, and that has been demonstrated in the last 22 years of our existence. So that is there. But then, when we are doing this technology and this the new offerings for the customers that this technology companies, the insurtechs will be bringing, we felt that we should have specific areas of expertise externally, who will also bring in the outside in view while deciding on that which are the winners will be and to assess this in short text. So I'll first start with IIT Bombay. So actually with IIT Bombay, 3 years back, we had set up a incubation lab, an innovation lab at IIT Bombay Powai campus. We are the only insurer in the country to have set up a innovation lab in partnership with an IIT, and that is an IIT Powai. And we are actually financing, supporting very high-tech projects, not related to insurance also, but largely for the benefit of the customers. So IIT Bombay comes to provide us the the viewpoint from the academia. Google, of course, we know that Google is at the forefront of all digital revolutions that is happening. The way today everything, whatever we do, has to go through Google, whether we are deciding to travel from Churchgate to Powai and how long it takes. So they actually go for the customer convenience point of view. And BCG, being one of the reputed management consultant globally, they give us the perspective that how to use these technology solutions into our day-to-day insurance offerings and insurance servicing. So thereby, these three organizations, one academia, one from the technology, and one to provide us the business view and an outside-in view of these implementation of these technologies.
Right, right. So why is HDFC Ergo particularly interested in startups as partners for innovation, and what kind of long-term collaborations do you foresee?
So, as I said, Meghna, that SDFC Ergo has been always working with technologies, new age technologies. We of course work with the best of class of the technology companies, but we also felt that some of the small customer needs, which we believe are small but very very critical when we look at the customer experience and the user experience, There we felt that the small companies also very innovatively bring out those customer problems and solve it. That was the first. Secondly, when we look at the startup ecosystem in the country, we felt that as a responsible corporate citizen, it is also up to us to how to support these fledgling startups and how to provide them real world use cases where they can operate and give us a solution which will be faster time to the market, number one. Number two, these one use case can be scaled to other lines of business and that can become a very scalable use cases. And thirdly, these startups, when we look at these startups and two or three startups putting together, can give us very futuristic kind of a solution, which normally within the domain, within the insurance domain, people cannot imagine. What is the long term view? As I said, that we are a digital insurer operating at scale and we always leverage technology. So we believe that the journey of technology, the level of obsolescence that we see previously, one technology used to become obsolete in 10 years, 15 years. Today we see that in 1 year, suddenly when the gen AI came, suddenly it has become such a big use case, everyone is speaking about it, right? So we believe that this obsolescence also will be able to reduce if we interact with this insurtechs, new age technologies. So the long term view is that we are going to continue it while to support this new insurtechs of 2024. And when it comes to 2025, there will be a new set of problems of the customers and a new set of solutions. So we will continue to invest it while we continue our journey on completely digitalize our entire solution and to provide that to our customers.
Right. So, could you share with us some insights into what HDFC Ergo is looking for in these startup pitches, and what qualities or innovations are you hoping to see?
Now, Meghna, if we look at our non-life industry, it is a very, very transaction fatigued industry. In a year in HDFC Ergo, we pay at around 10 lakh health claims. We pay 6 lakh motor claims. We pay maybe 20 lakh farmers crop claims. So these are extremely highly in transaction, apart from 1.2 crores policy being issued. So with this high level of transactions, we require to have right kind of technologies which reaches to the customers, which are scalable. And with these technologies, I can reach to the remotest part of the country. So that was the one of the objectives. And when we looked at these offerings of these insurtechs, we looked at that what kind of customer problems that they are solving and how they are solving it. How much of data today data is being used everywhere, and as insurance companies, we are in possession of huge number of confidential data of the customers. While we maintain the privacy of those data, but then we see that with that kind of a data, a customer which is there for 10 years with us, how we can benefit him or her while using the latest technologies of AI and ML and provide him or her a superior experience while it comes for our claims. Can we predict those events at the time of renewals? How can make it very seamless so the customer and the policyholder doesn't misses his or her renewal dates. Then, when we looked at, say, for example, here, as I mentioned, here app of our ecosystem that we have launched, we have looked at that what kind of new ecosystem we can launch. So here app has basically a motor ecosystem where people can go and check their challans, check their PUC expiry date. They can find out that which are the places they have the EV card battery charging stations, so they can do that. On health, they can try to find out their BMI, their risk score as far as diabetes is concerned. They can find out if they have to be hospitalized, what will be the cost of that particular hospital for that treatment. Even in that ecosystem, they can speak to one customer who have already undergone that particular kind of a treatment. So while we looked at these startups, Meghna, we looked at that what kind of customer problems that they are solving. Number one, are there scalable problems or these are real problems? Number two. Number three, we looked at that how seamlessly customer will be able to solve their problems through that technology. And fourth, how modern is the technology? How secure is the technology, both for the customers and also for the company?
So, from your perspective, what are the key challenges in insurance claims processing or fraud detection, and how can emerging technologies help solve them?
I will first tell you that, see, first of all, on the claims processing side, the biggest challenge that the customers face today is the turnaround time. I come for a hospitalization. I apply for the claims approval. How long it takes for the approval process? Does it take 2 minutes? Because I want it as a consumer, I want it within 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or it takes 2 days or 3 days. That is the first thing. The second thing is that what kind of inefficiencies are there? Say, for example, in health claims, there can be innumerable number of scenarios which you are dealing with, and every scenario, every hospitalization is unique, and uh, there are very less commonalities except for some planned kind of a treatment or planned kind of surgeries. And thirdly, in India especially, we see lots of frauds that comes into the claims, whether it's motor or health or any kind of claims. So, so these are the broadly the three parameters. So what we have done, say for example, I will give you example. In case of frauds, we have built a very strong algorithm based on the experience that we have, so that whenever a claim is launched, we can predict that whether that claim has a propensity of a fraud, so that we do not start investigating 100% of the claimants. So we only investigate a small number of claimants where my success rate will be as high as 30%, 40%. So then my inconveniencing the customers are reduced. On the other hand, I can detect the frauds, thereby, as I mentioned earlier, that it reduces the burden from the genuine customer. Secondly, on the turnaround time. So what we have done, we have actually worked with all the hospitals. We have put the best-in-class front-end system, uh, largely driven by machine learning techniques, whereby whenever an application comes on an STP basis, at least 50% of the claims are approved instantly. So whatever claims actually is coming to us, we see that almost 10% of the claims are approved within 5 minutes of those applications coming to our system. So this is the way we are trying to im- improve the turnaround time. At the time of discharge, when a patient is getting discharged from the hospital, so even after the doctor signs a discharge advice, it takes an enormous number of time for that approval. So the patient had to patiently wait in the hospital for the approval to come from the insurance company. We have been using our latest technologies of data on AI to predict discharge and thereby settling the claims with the hospital on a proactive basis, so the customer can walk out of the hospital very easily. And then coming to the manual inefficiencies, we have built a very, and building also, and thereby the InsurTechs will be helping us, building a very robust underwriting framework by which all kinds of scenarios, most parts of the scenarios, our target is to have 90% of the scenarios built in a rule-based basis, so that the customers can also expect a predictive kind of a decision rather than a manual decision where it can differ, decisions of today can differ from tomorrow. So a very predictable decision making system we are also building with these technologies, and thereby all of these things will actually remove the inefficiencies that we see in the claims processing, which is the moment of truth for any customer, any policyholder, wherever they are buying a insurance.
What advice would you give to the competing startups regarding how they can make the most of this opportunity?
So, to make the most of this opportunity, startups, in my view, should focus on presenting solutions that are both innovative and scalable. They should demonstrate how their technologies can address real world problems in the insurance sector, offer measurable outcomes, and align with industry regulations. We have spoken less about the regulations so far because whatever we'll be doing with the technology companies and the startups, we have to be within the regulatory framework. Secondly, their entire business case, their technologies have to keep the customer absolutely in the center, what we call is a customer centricity. This has to be really customer issues, customer problems. That is the second. And thirdly, I would say that they have to give a quick solution whereby the insurance companies, especially HDFC Ergo, can go to the market very quickly so that the customers can get the benefit of it very fast.
Finally, what will be the next steps for the winners and how will HDFC Ergo support them through their journey from proof of concept to potential larger scale implementations?
So the winners will be getting an opportunity to work with HDFC Ergo, some real world use cases. It will be paid proof of concept projects will be given to them worth around 10 lakhs to them. Plus, with Google, they will get Google Cloud credits, granting them access to Google's robust cloud computing resources, enabling them to further develop and scale their cutting edge solutions. Also, the startup team, I'm pretty sure that the winning teams will be extremely successful on the POCs that they do with HDFC Ergo. And that gives them an opportunity to work with HDFC Ergo on a long term basis so that they can create a tailor-made solutions for the customers, but for HDFC Ergo customers to start with.
Thank you, Mr. Ghosh. With this, we have come to the end of today's session. Today, we have learned about HDFC Ergo's bold initiative to reshape the future of the insurance industry through the Techpreneur competition. The competition's focus areas, Gen AI, fraud detection, and MarTech, align perfectly with the evolving needs of the industry. The support from partners like BCG, Google, and IIT Bombay further enhances the competition's potential to drive solutions. Once again, thanks, Mr. Ghosh. Your insights have thrown light on the strategic alignment of this competition with HDFC Ergo's broader innovation goals. As we look ahead, the future of insurance appears brighter than ever. The winners of this competition will have the opportunity to collaborate with a leading insurance provider and potentially scale their solutions to a global market. HDFC Ergo's support throughout the journey from proof of concept to larger scale implementations is a testament to its commitment to fostering innovation and driving positive change. Thank you.
Thank you, Meghna. Thank you very much.
Insurance is the subject matter of the solicitation.